Hi, I'm Chris Hutchinson.
And I'm Tom Hutchinson.
And we're here with RockTheKaspa,
bringing you monthly news and updates of all things Kaspa.
Let's get into it.
So, before we jump into the super exciting Dev and Tech updates, I quickly want to just wrap up the giveaway from the last episode. So, the winner of the Kaspa K embroidered shirt on the RockTheKaspa website is Gloomy903. So congratulations, thank you for commenting, liking and subscribing. We're going to get in touch with you shortly so we can get your shirt mailed out to you.
Yeah, congratulations. Now on to Dev and Tech updates. Big news, the Crescendo roadmap is now out. Now the Crescendo roadmap is the roadmap to 10 blocks per second. We've all heard about it, obviously with testnet 11 running really smoothly and running stress testing 10 blocks per second, implementing certain kits where needed. We now have a clear roadmap of how we're going to achieve it onto mainnet, which is absolutely incredible. Really looking forward to this one. Big exciting news for the whole Kaspa community.
So it starts with the launch of testnet 11, stabilising it, which has already happened. That was back in January this year. Then it went on to identifying the bottlenecks and making optimizations to lower like hardware specs for running nodes, which has also been done, which is amazing.
Then comes the iterative improvement, which is repeating the last step to bring specs required even lower, which will help with affordability and keeping decentralization.
Yeah, mega important. Yeah. Then next step is the enhanced user experience. So once they've perfected the node software, it's about getting it to a level that of like user experience that's required by mainnet operators.
Yeah, then it's any additional hard fork features to be released on testnet 11.
Yeah, then you got the feature freeze, implementing the hard fork version or transitioning version, should I say, deploying the testnet.
And then lastly, mainnet deployment.
Yeah.
And again, we need to reiterate, a hard fork isn't a scary thing.
No.
It gets thrown around a lot in the crypto space. People assume that a hard fork means that you're going to split the chain, a whole new different coin's going to be created. That's not the case. When all the miners agree to something that is definitely going to benefit the protocol and the project, they'll all agree on it, obviously, and then we'll have a hard fork where everyone's in line, and it won't happen all at once. It will be bit by bit to test the security and test the stability of the network, and then they'll increment it a bit more. And then once everybody's hard forked over, we have then achieved 10 blocks per second on mainnet. So hard fork isn't a bad thing when it's done properly, which the Kaspa community and the Kaspa core contributors are doing.
If you want to look more into it, if this really floats your boat, then you want to go on to kaspa.org. Look in the news section and you can see the article by Michael Sutton that goes into far more detail than I can comprehend.
Yeah.
So that'll be the one to go and look at.
Another exciting update is that there's a new release candidate for updates on KRC20 wallets. Replacebyfee feature, dynamic fees and PSKT partially signed Kaspa Transactions now fully implemented.
Yeah.
So again, just another breakthrough really for Kaspa.
Yeah.
And all ready for when Kasplex launch their KRC20 Part 2, as I like to call it. And a massive, massive benefit to miners because all the fees go to the miners.
Yeah.
And there's some good fees to be had there. So, if you haven't got your miners on, I would.
Well, there's certainly been some people putting their miners on because
definitely.
Kaspa's network's reached 1 exahash.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
I don't know the percentages, but it has absolutely exploded.
So moving on from this one, KNS Kas look to launch the Kaspa name service. So for those that don't know, it just essentially means you can customize like a wallet address really, with your own customizable name. So it makes it a lot easier for sending transactions. Like for example, mine could just be Tom with beard.kns or something, and then send all the money to tom.beard.kns and there you go.
Tombeard.cas.
Yeah, something
awesome.
like that.
Yeah. I wonder what I could have.
Yeah.
ChrisTheLegend.cas.
Yeah. Oh, .cas. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure there'll be hashtag.cas, michaelsutton.cas,
Yeah.
shaiwyborski.cas. We'll see. But coderofstuff.cas.
Yeah,
The list is endless. But yeah, really exciting news for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we've said previously, Kasplex have been tweeting about the KRC20 updates.
Yep.
They've now relaunched their indexer, which is nearly complete, with stress test next on the list.
Yep.
With the release of the RBF and dynamic fees, KRC20 can now be experienced on testnet 10 via ksprbot, ksprbot, and Kasware wallet. Nearly 14 million transactions in less than 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like I said before, if that's anything to go by, then the relaunch is going to be huge.
Yeah.
And you can view testnet 10 and mainnet token stats on kasplex.org. And also worth looking at kaspa.com as well. Huge things happening there as well. So good updates in general.
Definitely, yeah. So I think that wraps it up for all the main dev all the dev and tech updates anyway for this month. So let's rock on to the latest Kaspa integrations.
Is there a tier 1 listing for Kaspa, Spotcas?
No, not yet.
Not yet, but we are getting closer. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
And the reason I feel it in my bones is because Kraken have actually listed Spotcas as part of their integrations on their roadmap.
Yeah.
So there's no date on it at all, but they've got it on their roadmap. It's official. They're definitely wanting to list Spotcas. So that's huge news. And we've actually still got our competition running.
There is still competition. Yeah, this was from episode 4, was it?
Yeah,
I think
I can't remember
3, 4.
now.
Of guessing the time and date of a tier 1 listing for Cas. So that's still ongoing at the moment.
Yeah, see who wins on that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to just to continue on with the integrations. Probit Global have listed Cas, which is always good. Not tier 1, but they've listed it.
Yeah, that's it. The Binance mining pool supports Kaspa.
Yeah, now that is big news.
That is big news.
The Binance mining pool is that now supports Kaspa, so you can mine Kaspa through one of their pools now. Now that is big news because there's going to be a lot of integration there in the back end. It indicates that they are certainly all these tier 1s are chomping at the bit. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. These tier 1s are wanting to list Cas. 100%. They've got to be. This is pure speculation from me. No one else. This is just I just wonder. I sit there daydreaming sometimes and think, oh, I wonder what they're up to. But I wouldn't be surprised if Binance are mining Cas as well. I really wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, we've got the Keystone hardware wallet are looking to integrate Kaspa as well. So it's very exciting.
It's always good to have hardware wallets because different people like different wallets. We've got Ledger, Tangent, they're all integrated with Kaspa now. So now this just only helps with adoption, definitely. But also with Keystone, we also have Cool Wallet, which is a decentralized Web3 wallet, and they've also added Cas on their hardware wallet. So, massive news there.
That's right, and then you've got iSafePower as well, and support for Kaspa Network on their hardware wallet. So there's lots of hardware wallets getting involved. Yeah,
and why wouldn't they? Kaspa is getting a lot of attention for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
And people are wanting to keep their cash safe, and that is the way to do it. Get it off the exchanges. Don't leave it in exchanges. Not your keys, not your crypto. So make sure that you take full self-custody of your crypto.
Yeah.
And the best way to do it is or a very good way to do it is a hardware wallet. So
definitely. But don't let that put you off any tier 1 exchanges. Make sure you still list Kaspa.
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going.
I'll leave it on there. I swear, I'll leave it there. That'll be amazing.
And that's it for this month's Kaspa integrations.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at notable talks and X Spaces.
So, Kaspa Kai jumped on an X Space with Christian Ludwig and explained what they are all about. You can check out the snippets and stuff on the official Kaspa YouTube.
Yeah, that was really good because they weren't even actually supposed to be on that Spaces. They weren't on the panel, but one of the Kaspa Kai members, Rory, was obviously listening in the audience and got up and explained exactly what they're about.
Yeah,
they're huge. They're
They are
huge. Such potential and massive adoption for Kaspa's network if they get where they want to go with it. So
definitely,
it's really good to listen to. So definitely look at that on Kaspa's official YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Web3 Global Talks had spaces with Wolfie as well. Wolfie's always a fantastic speaker, and he does some brilliant analogies. So he's really good at explaining why Kaspa's tech is so next level. And one of the best ways he's done it is actually explaining it like a car engine, where everything starts off sort of slow. It's revolutionary, but it's slow. So like the one cylinder piston.
Yeah.
And then they were thinking, well, maybe if we add more cylinders to this, it will get more power.
Yeah,
and that's what they did. And then it just kept growing and growing till you get like V16s and all sorts of engines. And that's the sort of comparison we've got now with Kaspa, how everything's just the core foundation was there. And they've just built upon it to something incredible with incredible speed. So Wolfie's an absolute legend in the Kaspa space, and that was a good talk.
Then there was obviously the Binance Live talk as well about the Kaspa mining pool, which was huge. It had Nicholas Sismal and Kaspa Hype Man from Kas Media.
Yeah, Wolfie again, we love him.
Yeah, it was a massive one. So on it, Nicholas Sismal explained why Kaspa is the coin and is the tech to be used as a good means for an exchange, as well as the world's perfect form of money, in his words.
That was
really cool to see. He was talking about the difference of or using a block DAG over a blockchain, and talking about how Kaspa solved the trilemma and why that does make it the perfect form of money. So that was really cool, and it had massive engagement.
Yeah, huge,
massive engagement.
Huge.
So there was a post on X from Kaspa Currency saying that the average views for a Binance Live was about 5,000 to 7,000, and this one was already surpassing 75,000. So it just
huge numbers,
huge engagement.
Again, Kaspa has such attention on it, and and it's not even hit the tier 1 listings yet. But again, brilliant news that Binance is doing things like this. With Nicholas Sismal being an ex-Binance US lead researcher, it's just awesome to see him talking with Binance about Kaspa. And he does fantastic work for Kas Media as well. His articles are incredible. It's again great to have such brain power behind Kaspa. It's really worth watching that as well. Yeah,
definitely. And then moving on, there was also Kaspa Kai did an X space with someone. I can't remember who it was now. Who was it?
Who was it? Oh yeah. It was our spaces that we do. Me and Levendi Pro.
That's right.
We had a representative for Kaspa Kai on, Charlie, and again he spoke to us about he's the sort of tokenomics side of Kaspa, and really interesting to learn about what he's doing with Kaspa Kai and what they're wanting to achieve. So it was actually really, really interesting. Blockchain Banter's doing really well. Obviously our spaces or our episodes on Blockchain Banter are mainly focused towards Kaspa. So we are looking to sort of branch that out a bit more now. So people are going to have their own shows within Blockchain Banter. That way, hopefully, what my plan is, my master plan with Blockchain Banter is all these other hosts hosting their own shows under the Blockchain Banter umbrella will lead them to Kaspa. So that's my plan, and our shows every Monday 9 o'clock UK time. And like I said, it's mainly focused around Kaspa, KRC20 projects that are coming up. Always worth a listen to if you've got nothing else to do on a Monday.
And that about wraps it up for the notable talks and X Spaces. Let's keep it rocking and move on to events and conferences. So we'll start off with the Shaka event, NFT one in Biarritz, or with NFT Biarritz, should I say, in France. It was held on the 26th to the 29th of August, and Julian was there answering questions on the topic of Kaspa. Why is everybody talking about it? There will be a report coming up. I'm sure it's going to go on kaspa.org news, so make sure if you're interested, check that one out. But yeah, it would have been an awesome event. Biarritz is an amazing place. I went there on a school trip once, had an amazing time, went windsurfing. There's a really cool water park there as well. So that's my 2 cents. I'll put that out there.
Does the water park accept cash as payment?
I should hope so by now.
Right, let's go. Let's get down there. We've got a new mission. L Bank Exchange and Kaspa Currency hosted Chill and Connect event with Kaspa Ray in Dubai at the harbour on an awesome yacht.
Yeah.
Called the Yacht Networking Night, held on the 30th of August.
Yeah.
Pictures on X look absolutely incredible of the place.
They do look amazing, yeah. The yacht just looked insane, yeah. It did look cool, so it kind of, we did ours in a little English pub, but it did look awesome.
Little English pub with a bit of country charm.
Yeah, what do you little English pub, super yacht in Dubai, I don't know.
I'll take the English pub all day long, yeah. Who wants to be on a super yacht these days?
Yeah, I know, yeah. But no, it did look amazing.
Yeah, it did.
And then Bitmo's just been super busy this month as well. So Bitmo is the Kaspa Japan ambassador and hosted a Kaspa fan meetup at the WebEx event, WebEx 2024 event, sorry. Looked really cool. Yeah, looked awesome.
Yeah. So next month is absolutely huge. We've got a banger of a month this month.
Yeah.
Or next month. So September 18th to the 19th, Kaspa event in Singapore. Silver sponsors of the Token 2049. Yeah. They've got a booth and a Kasfan meetup there as well. Yeah. Massive thanks to the KEF for powering the tour. Yeah. And the team attending, massive list of people again. Obviously Shy.
Yeah,
obviously he's you got Wolfie, Luke, Julian, Karen, Michael, K-God and JW. So that's going to be a huge one. And you know what I really like about Singapore is their airport. It's got that awesome, have you seen it? Awesome waterfall thing at the top.
I haven't seen that one, no.
Oh, Jesus, that is... honestly...
Is it good? I do like Singapore.
I'd go there for the airport.
Singapore's awesome. Just don't, if you do go, I know it's from personal experience, just outside the metro thing or the underground thing is like a little frozen yogurt place. Don't take the yogurt inside the train. They go ballistic. You're not allowed to do that, yeah. God. Didn't realise. Typical
English.
I know, yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, so moving on from that. So that's the 18th and 19th of September. Then on to the 22nd and 23rd of September is the AFT event in Austria, which is the Advances in Financial Technologies. Mentioned about it last month as well. That's going to be an awesome event.
Yeah, definitely. And then September 24th, we've got Kaspa in Enterprise, and it's an invite-only event with key major market leaders and companies already lined up to attend. Kaspa Kai plus a Kasfam meetup. Yeah. So, this is going to be huge. Kaspa Kai, again, really getting some inroads in with the industrial side and implementing, or how Kaspa's network can actually really help scale and make better the industrial side of things. So real world assets, tokenization of things, like it's going to be huge.
So that will be September, the event's in September anyway, which are going to be fantastic. Can't wait to see the posts coming out on X about all this stuff. And then still, again, we mentioned it last month, but in November 23rd to 24th is the Aussie Crypto Convention, the Australian Crypto Convention, which is going to be amazing as well.
That's going to, honestly, that's going to be a cushy one.
Part of the Cas Tour.
Yeah. It's going to be a blinder, that one. Really, really looking forward to that one as well. So, again, it's just the Kaspa World Tour just keeps on going.
It does.
And I really love that actual side of, if you call it marketing, because it's face to face, it's personal, and it's already, I think it's worked so well with what a lot of the people in the Kaspa community have done with events and things like that. It really does help connect people with Kaspa.
Yeah.
So keep it up, guys. It's incredible. And that's it for this month's events. Now to have a look at what the ambassadors have been getting up to. So the global ambassadors have been working really hard behind the scenes to get the relaunch and applications open for new ambassadors coming this week. So it's going to include like a new intake process and a new lead director, which is Luke. There's going to be an official handover between Rubarbarian and Luke.
Yeah.
Now, Rubarbarian is an absolute powerhouse in the Kaspa fam. He's an absolute legend.
He's been instrumental.
He has, and he built. He's you wouldn't believe how many projects he's built up within Kaspa, and the ambassador program is one of them. He built that from the ground up, but he's got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of responsibilities, and this handover just helps ease that sort of strain. So and Luke is an incredible person. He's really up to the task and a great asset to Kaspa. So He does a lot of spaces as well. He done one with Bitmo, and he's a really good guy. Done one with us as well, me and Venom, about mining, because he's obviously a very good miner.
Just know one of these characters that just seems to be everywhere.
He's fully dedicated to Kaspa. He really is. He pushes Kaspa out. Just all the time, which is why we're always mentioning him, because you can't not mention him.
We should have, we've got like Dev and Tech updates. We should have one
that says Luke updates.
Luke, what Luke's been up to.
Anyway, moving on. So Kaspa Japan Ecosystem Foundation has launched, and that's with Bitmo, the Japanese ambassador. The goal of regional ambassadors forming their own PR marketing and funding wing is happening. So, like I said, now we're growing out, as we're going really worldwide with the ambassadors. It's now good to have sort of ambassadors, the regional ambassadors, reaching out within their own regions to spread ambassadors out throughout that country. I'm certainly looking at doing it as well. It will help reach Kaspa in not just sort of our part, southeast London area. We want to move it up to Manchester, move it up to Scotland, Wales. So we need trusted people in, and that's also part of the application process that's been redone and getting relaunched. It just really helps fill that criteria, because at the end of the day, we don't want any just random person coming in and being a Kaspa ambassador. We want the best people possible, and people that are really willing and a good push for Kaspa. And we've started off strong, so we want to keep going like that. And like I said, this is great news from Kaspa Japan Ecosystem Foundation. Again, Bitmo leading the way there. Absolute legend.
And that about does it for the ambassadors this month. Time to move on to adoption and take a look at some new feature merchants.
And boy, we've got some crackers. We obviously, everyone should know about Laundry Express Pattaya by now. I'm actually wearing one of their tops. One of the tops they sent me. Doing it for Thailand. So they, again, off their own backs, have sponsored 28 motorcycle taxis to have Kaspa written on their uniforms. So you've now got 28 motorcycle taxis riding around in Thailand with Kaspa logo all over them. So thanks for doing that. It really does help.
And then the next feature merchant who is accepting cash as payment is Wolfie's Bar in London.
Honestly, this is huge news. This guy is an absolute legend. He was actually on one of mine and Lavendi's Spaces, Blockchain Banter, and he accepts Bitcoin as payment, and he's a really good entrepreneur, good businessman, knows what he's talking about, and very forward thinking. So while he was on the Spaces with me and Lavendi, we sort of reached out to him on the actual live on the spaces and said, look, what about Kaspa? What about accepting Kas as payment? We'd already spoke to him a bit about it beforehand, about what Kaspa is and what it does. And yeah, he was all up for it. Yeah. He couldn't wait. So we all went down there. Me, you, Lavendi, went down to meet Wolf at Wolfie's bar and got talking to him and got him set up to accept Kas as payment. And it's been absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I spent my Kas on some beer and some food.
Yeah, I let you spend your Kas on my
you
beer
did.
And food,
you did. Yeah, it was really, really kind of you. And that's what it's all about. That's what adoption is about. Is things like this. But he's also letting us use Wolfie's bar to host events for free. He's going to sponsor that for us. So. Really, really appreciate it. It's good to have connections like this. This is how adoption happens. Yeah. One brave person steps out there and does it, and then other people see the benefits from it from the outside, so they start adopting it. Yeah. So yeah, we're definitely looking at getting more merchants involved, and we actually want to make a sort of circular economy with Kaspa, with Wolfie's bar as being sort of the hub. So then he can buy from suppliers using Kas, and then. Obviously, I can buy the beer from Wolf with my Kas. Yeah. So yeah, it's really, really good to see. And actually, what's really interesting is because Wolf's had this in his bar for a little while now. Obviously, this was at the start of last month. Yeah. So we're a whole month through now. And he actually said to me on one of the spaces we held that because he accepts Bitcoin and Kas, he's actually had a few problems using Bitcoin's Lightning Network, and it's been very slow, and obviously it's not great for when you're doing quick sales. But Kaspa, he's had no problem at all. The network's worked flawlessly for him, and he actually prefers Kas. So massive news. And also going on from that, as I said about us expanding blockchain banter, he's going to be a new host for us. Hosting his own show about business and potentially how Kaspa has helped his business as well grow. So that's definitely one to look out for. He's going to be doing that Wednesdays at 8 p.m. UK time. Yeah, and if you're in London and you love Kas, go support him. That's what we do. We all support each other. And the fact that he's actually accepting Kas as payment, I think that's a huge thing. So that is it. I bet you thought we were done, but no.
Nope.
We have a little birdie telling us some beautiful little alpha. I suppose we better get the little birdie's attention.
We have to get it somehow.
Because I really want this alpha drop.
We need the alpha. No
What
way.
is that? The little birdie has spoken.
Thank you, birdie.
Yeah, thank you, birdie. Let's have a look then. That
no way
is some Kaspa alpha. Did you want to read it out? I called the bird the best.
You did. All right. So here is the alpha. There is a new US exchange coming. Yeah, massive alpha. Now the rumour is it's going to be sort of September, October time. And there you have it, straight from the bird's mouth.
Huge alpha. And the reason this is so massive is because, like I said previously, the US market does struggle to get hold of Kas. There's obviously hoops to jump through and all sorts of things. But that's a huge market. The American market's huge.
It is.
So this is going to be massive for adoption in Kaspa. So yeah, thank you, little birdie.
Thank you, little birdie.
Yeah, a little birdie told me. And that is it for this month's episode of Rock the Kaspa.